The video conference between Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and his Philippine counterpart Teddy Locsin Jr. came a month after a dialogue between the two countries' presidents.
Not long ago, President Xi Jinping and President Duterte had a telephone conversation. The leaders fully affirmed the progress the two countries have made in recent years. They reached consensus on how to strengthen cooperation in fighting the pandemic and push China-Philippines relations to a new level.
On the South China Sea issue, Wang said that the situation has been stable thanks to the joint efforts of China and the ASEAN. But he added it was the U.S. pushing forward the militarization of the South China Sea. The Chinese Foreign Ministry in a tweet Tuesday said that China will work with the Philippines and the countries involved through diplomacy. It will also work to reach an early conclusion of a binding code of conduct in the South China Sea. On fighting COVID-19, Wang said the two countries will promote cooperation in vaccine R&D and set up efforts to restore trade, moves welcomed by the Philippines.
We hope to further promote our strategic cooperation in trade, infrastructure, and other aspects. Everyone knows where we stand. China has played an important role in controlling the pandemic, benefiting the Philippines and the whole world.
In June, Chinese President Xi Jinping suggested to his Philippine counterpart that the two countries devise innovative approaches to epidemic control in order to resume exchange of personnel and promote cooperation in a coordinated way. He also stressed that the pandemic poses a challenge, but that the two countries should have the courage to seize new opportunities amid crisis. Liu Yang, CGTN, Beijing.
American states are reimposing restrictions, reversing reopenings demanded by President Donald Trump. The United States has seen about 60,000 new coronavirus cases a day. Our Giles Gibson joins us live now from Washington. So Giles, what more can you tell us? Looks like we've lost our audio there with him. We'll try to get him back up in a couple of moments here. But in the meantime, Japan's defense minister says there are multiple problems with the way American military bases guard against the coronavirus. More than 90 infections have been reported so far at U.S. installations on Okinawa. 2 Marine bases have been put into lockdown. Grace Lee has more.
Most bases are under a soft lockdown at the moment. Military members are not able to leave base unless they get the approval of a senior member. But at the same time, we are seeing some mixed reports saying that at least one base is allowing some of its members to go out for food and groceries and takeout, which means that the local population is still at risk. That is creating a divide between local authorities and U.S. Military members. Local authorities, especially in Okinawa, voicing their concern and anger towards the U.S. service members not keeping a good handle on the COVID-19 outbreak, saying that Okinawa's governor saying in particular that he saw a lot of U.S. service members going out and partying around the 4th of July. So he says that's where we might have seen this surge. At the same time, he's asking U.S. service members to stop their rotation from mainland U.S. in fear that perhaps this outbreak is coming from the United States, where we're seeing a much deadlier outbreak. So we'll continue to monitor the situation, but certainly it is driving a wedge between U.S. service members and the local population here in Japan.